So after watching Jurassic World Rebirth, which is a solid 6 out of 10 in my opinion, not the best movie, but again, a great one. I just wish they actually paid attention to more of the dinosaurs than the actual humans. The family was definitely unnecessary. However, one of the scenes I did love was the Quetzalcoatlus and how it was represented in this one. Besides the last one being a freaking sky kaiju, other than the fact that, the Titanosaur as well, as you guys saw in my short video, is also a kaiju, which is ridiculous. But with this one, they actually made it more terrifying. And spoilers ahead of here, obviously. One of the few people in the movie, Leben, was eaten by this. And I mean, he was picked up, like snatched up by the creature from the head, and juggled, crushed down, with you could actually see his legs go limp, and then just swallowed whole. That is the most terrifying death of all time. And the thing about it is, Azhdarchids are very, very terrifying altogether. It doesn't matter if it's Cryodracon, Thanatos Dracon, Hatzegopteryx, Dracula, and let's see, I think I'm maybe missing one. Those are the four that I'm aware of. I'm pretty sure there are more as well. But before I really start this, I gotta address something. The controversy with the Jurassic World movie is actually pretty funny, especially when it comes to the deaths. People are saying, oh, there are too many deaths in this movie. Oh my God, some of these are just unnecessary deaths. Okay, so let me explain something to y'all. Nature does not care if you are good or evil, if you are right or wrong. Everything is going to continue regardless. When you step out into an animal's natural habitat, which is what they did, and I'm not sure why they brought a whole family with a kid there again. They were just simply idiots throughout the entire movie. But again, like I'm saying, nature does not care. Once you step into an animal's territory, you are a part of the food chain. It's why I don't really, care for the term man eater or, these animals, specifically are targeting humans. Yeah, you're a part of the food chain once you enter their territory. They've been there longer. So if they see you as, eating, as a threat or as prey, that's on you. You're a part of their daily routine now. Nature has never cared about morality. So when people were saying that there were so many unnecessary deaths in this movie, I need y'all to understand something. They went from the comfort of their homes, their cities, their, entire areas to an island filled with dinosaurs that are 10 times more dangerous than the ones that we've encountered throughout the entire Jurassic Park movie. The Tyrannosaurus is more dangerous than Rexy. These Spinosauruses are so coordinated with the Mosasaur that they count as some of the most dangerous ocean predators till date. And they went to that island to go ahead and get some, disease that could, I think, cure cancer and stuff like that. I'm not even sure. It was just so dumb. Because again, why would you go to an island filled with dinosaurs that are known to be some of the most dangerous of all time, and yet y'all complaining about deaths? Really? It's absolutely ridiculous. But now, let's return to the subject at hand. They actually did this right because Azhdarchids are terrifying. Like, if you really think about it, imagine the environments they lived in. They were the top tier in certain areas, with Quetzalcoatlus actually being a decent rivalry for T-Rex. It's the king of the skies, if you will, while the Rex is the ruler of the land. These guys can easily peck a T-Rex's eye out, but again, a T-Rex can still get a hold of it and kill it. But again, is the injury worth the risk? And then you have areas where they dominated. Hatzegopteryx, Cryodracon, Thanatos Dracon, and yeah, I thought I had forgot one, Dracula. Dracula is now getting its recognition as one of the largest Azhdarchids. And in all honesty, they need to make a documentary about him. Sue got one. Goliath, I think, got one. Big Al got one, definitely. And he's one of the most popular allosaurs out there. But he needs his own documentary. And he needs to be black feathered, red eyes, and a red bill, a dark red bill. Okay? That's how he needs to look. And again, imagine how terrifying it must have been for some of these smaller creatures. An island where, they're considered small in comparison. Islands where these guys were the giants, the apex predators. Didn't matter if you were some tyrannosaur, a bellysaur, or whatchamacallit, sauropod. Yeah, it didn't matter. You were getting snatched up and eaten like it was a 9 to 5. You were part of their diet. Didn't matter if you was fish or dinosaur. Imagine what it was like to be snatched up by your head, probably still alive. Or maybe they stabbed you with your bill and then proceeded to eat you. You never know. But again, the fact that they would, peck at you, grab you, and then they would eat you head first, mind you, which says a lot. They're basically doing it, the snake way as well, which means they're grabbing you and then just gulping you down as you were nothing. And then for larger carcasses where, they died somehow on the shoreline or somewhere like that, yeah, they'll be willing to pick at you and eat you. And again, they could have a carcass all to themselves, believe it or not. Again, we saw the Planet Dinosaur documentary where two Quetzalcoatlus were able to bully off a T-Rex because, again, it can't risk the injury. And the irony is it just bullied off some smaller predators right before that. And in all honesty, I would love more of this representation. And here's the fun fact, right? Did you know Quetzalcoatlus in Jurassic World Rebirth was actually supposed to be Thanatos Dracon instead? Yeah, I know, it's absolutely crazy, isn't it? And the thing is, though, it just doesn't stop there when it comes to the representation of the Azhdarchids in those medias. Now, if you guys have never watched the I guess you say Arc Raptors channel, or maybe even some of the older Arc YouTubers that used to do 100 days with modded creatures, right? In the additional creatures Wild Arc mod, Hatzepoctrix was one of the most dangerous, and I mean this, one of the most dangerous modded creatures back then. It was literally known as not even the Rex of the skies, it was the Giga of the skies, okay? This thing had a bite attack. Its standard bite caused a bleed. And it was ridiculous. That thing was just massively overpowered for, I guess I can't really say no reason because it had every reason to be overpowered, right? But the thing about it is, it was simply terrifying. It could literally just one-shot you and even, tear apart all your creatures. It inhabited the vast mountain ranges on both Scorched Earth and even in, regular Ark. It even inhabited some of the redwood areas where the even Gigas spawned as well. Yeah, these guys were absolutely no joke. Now, how would I also like to see them represented in other media? Well, believe it or not, I do think Hatzepoctrix definitely got his time to shine when it came to the Planet Dinosaurs. Bringing a kill, definitely doing a little bit of a mating display, and then, she gave him some, and then them bickering amongst themselves as well. I love the fact that they probably didn't go into deep forests or like that, and if they did, they were simply walking. And even then, them running probably was terrifying to some of the smaller creatures. Because imagine running as fast as you can, but these guys still manage to catch you. And in all honesty, I definitely think in Jurassic Park that they could have definitely did more. These guys could have been vastly more terrifying. Because imagine if instead of the Pteranodon scene in Jurassic Park 3, right, in the birdcage, imagine if it was a Hatzepoctrix or Cryodracon or something like that. Billy would not have survived. He would have died. Matter of fact, it's very possible not everyone would have made it. Billy probably wouldn't have made it either. By the way, this is what the original Arc 1 looked like. So, yeah, I kind of hope they bring this one back because I would love to actually experience it with my wyverns and stuff. But again, it was just ultimately one of the most terrifying things. And if you go back and hear its original roar, woo, that thing would send chills down your spine back in the original arc. I'm just saying. But imagine if it really was like that in Jurassic Park, whether it was Thanatos Dracon or Hatzibopteryx or Cryodracon or Dracula. All right, that could be a good Jurassic Park movie where it's just like, what, they got a vampire dinosaur, but it's just an Azhdarchid. Just a highly intelligent, bloodthirsty Azhdarchid that doesn't mind eating people or dinosaur alike. And again, it's just absolutely terrifying to think about. Imagine running for your life and then this creature's just, looking down at you from a mountain, and you're running from one dinosaur, but then it just swoops down and snatches you up, going about your day. And we know these guys are popular because everyone wants to recreate it. Everyone wants an official arc version of the creature. I mean, Extinction's voting poll, or original voting poll, literally had an Azhdarchid that was literally a element addict, if you will. I mean, I was rooting for the Sauroposeidon and Dreadnoughtus to win, but hey, the House of Octus would have been great. Then there's also Jurassic World Evolution, where the Quetzalcoatlus eats people. I mean, just look how it picks up this man, or how it has the man in its jaws. And then, good and well, it's going to flip you, catch you by your head and in between your shoulders, and then crush you before it eats you whole. So Azhdarchids were always some of the most terrifying creatures in the verse. And in all honesty, Jurassic World did it right. I don't care if someone had to die in order to, see it, in all honesty. These guys were always some of the most terrifying creatures in fiction, okay? Sauropods can be scary. Tyrannosaurs can be scary. But imagine something the size of a giraffe that can fly down, snatch you up, and just eat you whole without batting an eyelash. That's an Azhdarchid for you. But that's going to be all for today, you guys. Please comment down below, like and subscribe and share with your friends. This is Legendary Grimlock, and I'll see you guys for another video. Peace.